In the world of YouTubes, there's only two YouTubers, Sniper Wolfers and Jack Film. Oh my god, Jack is a nerd, guys, because he uploaded on this channel. What's gonna happen now if I watch any of this? Pretty sure he's just still playing his dumbass game. Anyways, let's see what's up. Let's evaluate their content. I have 4 uploads of Sniper Wolf, 3 uploads of Jack, and a shake button that will reveal who's the best YouTuber. Let the fight begin. I will start with Jack's films, then take a nap, because I need to get rid of all the bad things that I've seen from my mind.
Who's total Pisces energy. This is how he starts conversation.
Okay, so far it's boring.
Your name. I'm angry it got 5 thumbs up. Oh god, am I gonna look like an asshole in the entirety of this video? Probably. Here.
I'm pretty sure.
Here we go. My life.
Except he's an asshole to Pisces, who I don't care about, but I'm Pisces, like, for real, for real. What the fuck?
Into Papa.
That's so interesting, though. It's just categorizing people into months. Simple as that. But we didn't make it simple. We made it of, like, the 20th day into another 20th day. It's so weird, bro. Fucking horoscope bullshit.
0 puns. 13 for rest in Pisces. Kind of hoping for 0 puns. And instead I just got like 20 Pisces puns. Puns fitting very loosely here. I blame me. I've only myself to blame.
Yeah, but you can work with anything because you're a comedian, right? You can make anything funny, right? Instead he just blamed himself and became sad and stuff. That his little yai is not working out as well as he hoped to. The fuck?
Oh boy, buried the body.
You know, now I would want to try out, like, how would I make this so much 10 times more funnier? And I probably would be able to do it. But you have to, like, string these comments together into something coherent, that we're making fun of something coherent, instead of just like, oh, Pisces, oh, it means absolutely nothing. Like, fucking.
I'm just kidding. Why don't you click this video next? This is...
Yes, I will one day. But there's one video in the way. Actually, I want to click this video. He has such a big forehead, he actually looks like Pisces, bro.
Song is
amazing. I wish I could make these jokes, but, like, I'm Pisces, so I would just roast myself in the end. Fucking hell.
Similar to regular furries, they are more capable of defense at the expense of their speed. Wow. Oh, we're going in. These are like RPG stats now. Scales tipped is better.
Man, I'm learning so much about furries. This is amazing. This is actually Sniper Wolf level evaluation. No joke.
Because it's preteens.
This is more sexual than fucking watching Sniper Wolf's video. Which is kind of weird, isn't it? Normally, females are pretty sexual.
Credit. Give me...
Instead... What? Fucking credit just fucking popped out and stabbed me with it because it's a word now. It's a trigger word. Oh, give me some credit. Yeah, sure. See, it feels like Sniper Wolf is dealing with morality, like decent issues, more interesting stuff. Because she has to watch Doorman. She has to watch moving pictures of things happening, of people interacting with each other. And this guy is just slurping some fucking comments off the floor.
Some credit for that, votes.
Yeah, it's so sad. Like, there's nothing stacking. There's no progression of Jack's films. He doesn't make jokes that would last long enough to be novelty jokes. Like, there's Light Switch, there's the forehead, the Shrek emoji movies, stuff like this can, like, stack into something, can turn and evolve. Like, it would be so much more fun to use them as tools to make other jokes or interact in some ways. Furries show up too often, which turns into, like, somewhat of a cringe. Somewhat of an inspiration to watch more porn, it seems. Thank you, Jack.
Ooh, a triple rhyme. Ooh, baby, a triple. Oh.
Why is that a meme? Oh, baby, I'll triple. What? Why is that so widespread?
Okay, so
Oh, baby, a triple! Oh, yeah!
longer. Can't.
Yeah, there's definitely sexual jokes, and I don't know about that. That's kind of cringe. It's kind of wrong direction. There's the sexual jokes, the horror jokes. Like it's too edgy at this point.
When I was
Like disrespectful jokes that like insult other people is also too edgy.
so
You gotta try and be smart about it. Like for fuck's sake.
can't white rage. Honestly, white is the hottest suns and stars. Just a burning rage. As she
You know, who is he talking about, right? He's talking about his wife. Also, there's self-deprecating jokes that this one don't feel like a joke. Like, is he a comedian anymore? I can't tell.
she as
So from a pretty good video, we'd fallen a few stairs.
actually stop laughing. It's not funny.
Yeah, because like it wasn't funny, like actually.
From within. I say more internet for everyone. Forever. I also say more whiskey for me. Stop laughing.
More whiskey for me. Actually, you need a channel that says Jack sucks at life. Or just sucks at being a comedian and uploads random videos that I shouldn't watch if I respect myself. So it seems like we're going down to the regular Jack
I
130.
don't know.
Okay, this is unwatchable entirely. So, we're gonna have to end here. And never watch the stupid fucking game again. Because there's nothing going on here. It's time to switch for Sniper. We just have to beat 120. And that's gonna be the video. Only girls understand. 5-minute craft, usually the coolest video. I figured. This is fine, like real life shit. It's fine. I think this is gonna be a pretty good ride. Let's dig in.
Can't trust nothing you see on the internet. It's all lies and slander.
That's slime.
I don't know, it doesn't look like beef. I guess that's what it looks like digested inside my intestines. Very.
Come on, man.
They look
But still, they play mind games with cake. But now slime, this is kind of new.
hungry. 6-year-old me would have taken a bite and ended up in a hospital. Wow. This is the first time I see them actually make it with the ingredients. Like they're telling me it's slime.
I don't know, it's not deep enough for me, to be honest. There were some, like, Sniperwolf videos, like, really, really good ones that I was into.
This is just real.
Again, I learned to participate and say something, at least to myself, out loud. Try to make jokes. Because if I can make myself laugh, I can give her some points. I don't know what to do with the thick joke, though. I don't see no thick people.
Really thick.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Because you don't want to fucking eat ice cream. So just pour down some hot liquid into it. But only if ice cream comes with a cup.
I feel like McDonald's ice cream has some kind of suspicious ingredient that makes it not melt. Because this has been sitting in my car for like 2 hours now. There's still a
Yeah, there's definitely fake ice cream already.
big cheese. Maybe I'll take a bite. Yeah, maybe I should go to a doctor because what if I've grown out of my gluten allergy? You know how people like grow up and they don't have
Yeah, go to your doctor, of course, just be 20 times more care. You have to try. You have to try and see, like, how allergic, how bad the reaction is. You have to keep trying, you know? If you feel like you want to have something in your system, you just gotta keep on trying and see if it works. But it's like, oh, I have to double check with my doctor. Like, you will never grow out of it because you have fear attached to it. You have paranoia attached to it. Like, your body is still gonna react to it violently, bro.
Peanut allergies can just like go away, or you can get like new allergies. Sucks to be you. Maybe
It's complicated, I guess.
it's a test.
But it's definitely attached to feelings and health. You know, if you're a healthy person, you're gonna heal your allergies. Or gonna become more immune.
Oh, I'm plastic bags already.
That's pretty deep. At least we had to talk about allergies to some extent. That's not a sandwich. Sandwiches don't fucking pop out like this. Is fucking degeneracy, is what it is. Sandwich you actually eat like a normal goddamn sandwich. So it cannot be thick like this. You can cut it up. You can cut up the meat and make a fucking salad. Bruh. But this...
Maybe like 2-3 years ago, I was also struggling with other health issues, so I never cheated on my diet. But up until a few years ago,
diet, yeah. And if you don't have health issues, you can use your health as a scoping device.
I was just like, you know, but it looks good.
No, it's not. Don't fucking do that. It's not a that's not how you make sandwich. Out of moving parts, fucking drip on a table or whatever you are. The fuck is this? Is the bullshit with extra steps? Am I right?
It's like a burger already has a bun, and the macaroni is basically made out of the same thing. If the
Finally, someone understands. It's weed, bro.
one so sad because I was looking forward to this. Just
Man, how are you so tricked, bro?
this was my dinner. The mac and cheese is really good, but with burger, why not delicious 10 out of 10 Michelin star meal? Life is often disappointing.
What?
It's literally taking everything off the Taco Bell menu and putting it in a giant bowl.
Alright, at least that makes some sense now. But why not just eat the damn thing? What are you gonna make out of this fucking taco monster?
You get the
Something attack. It's a ritual.
some Taco Bell mush. This is the last.
Are you guys excited for this hack that she's gonna perform? What the fuck? It is a monster.
thing my stomach sees.
The last thing to do is shape it into a monster. I would not put my hands into food. What the fuck is going on? That's the whole point why tacos exist. You don't actually, like, put your fucking hand into it and grab the fucking shit inside taco. You eat the damn thing by holding the hard pieces. Fuck this shit, man. But I can't wait for the hack because it's so gross. No, I would want to skip this.
Before it comes
For the content I'll watch.
out the other. But wait, this isn't even its final form.
Yes, let's go.
I feel like I've witnessed several crimes in this video. My hair looks stupid, so I put it up.
Thank you for that. Now it doesn't look stupid. That's so fucking easy, isn't it?
I use a glass bowl so you get to see the monstrosity I'm about to create. I know this feels
Actually, Jackson's video was so much better, and he was talking about furries, and it's very important for my, well...
very illegal.
No, bro. I just fell off a cliff, and I couldn't fucking finish the joke. But I will hit the floor eventually, am I right?
It doesn't say man.
It feels like she has plenty of fears, and it's kind of cute in a way.
You know what? This
No, thank you for wearing gloves. Holy shit.
actually this, make sure to blend it real good. When my gloves keep coming off, they want no part in this. Full of this stuff. Give me a little taste test. This is low-key fire. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually really good. Right to you? Chick-fil-A scammed me harder than Pokemon with her cookies. Chicken.
Man, I wanted to see you get scammed by Pokemon. Please.
Back with you.
Actually, not really, because what am I gonna see? Her eating cookies? That suck?
That was all the ice cream. What about the caramel? You're gonna have to come out one way or another. Alright, caramel, this is your last.
Okay. So doxing is not the only thing she can do. I'm still really upset about Nerd City coming after Sniper Wolf. Fucking creeping on her, basically. Of like, what about narcissism? I need to know everything about narcissism. Oh, jeez.
Different flavors.
You would never look at Sniper Wolf and you would be like, oh, narcissist. Fucking hell.
It gives me so much anxiety. This is actually part of the reason why I don't do my nails super long anymore. I be getting gas. Sometimes I don't got Apple Pay, so I have to actually...
Oh, what a problem, bro.
If you know, you know. It's just...
Well, you have to have something some grippy shit to pull with. But it's still fucking complicated. But yeah, like not with nails, you have to, I don't know, bro. How do you can't wear gloves anymore with nails. How the fuck they invented this bullshit? Like again, if you can't wear gloves, you can't winter anymore. I don't know where these fucking women live, bro, with nails.
Get it out. POV, you're on your period and got a cramp. The pain the boys will never know.
The pain Jack Soames needs to know is that his content sucks in comparison.
I got one.
And finally... Yeah, the girl thing, I mean, it's kind of fucking dumb.
I'm sorry, did a pregnant woman just dig a hole with her belly to plant some cilantro?
Nah, that's some fucking hacks. Let's go, baby.
The case covers the speakers, so I don't know. People who exist without a phone case, are you okay? How are things at home?
What? First of all, I don't have a phone. I would never buy a case because that's like extra step for like no actual reason. I don't know. She's probably talking to first world people.
Filthy
I don't understand them very well.
plants.
And once the phone does not survive the survival test of like, please try and survive 3 years with me. Thank you very much. If that fails, we just buy a new phone. That's the time. You don't need a timer of like, oh, a new iPhone is released, blah, blah, blah. It's just, your phone breaks down. Yeah, it would be so much more devastating for Jack Soames to not just be doxxed, but exposed for being a terrible creator. Prepare for that one. Doxing was just a pawn chess move, my friend.
And they confirmed that some people do that. Okay, well that's what this reminded me of. I have that knowledge and I wanted to share it with you guys.
Wow, she shared knowledge about pooping in the shower. I will never have first-hand experience, but I have a friend called PewDiePie.
Sorry.
I feel like I've seen Jack Soames on a podcast or something. We'll see.
I actually work or not. But anyways, that's all for today.
Oh boy. The evaluation's kind of lame, but doesn't seem embarrassing against Jack's films, bro. Fuck that. Sniper Wolf came back and it's really bad.
A luscious, well taken care of plant.
And try to make it better, almost like out of spite.
That is one of the pettiest things I've ever heard ever. Like, imagine you're copying somebody's entire persona, and the only one thing you change there is, hey, my plant is a little bit better than your plant. It's actually well.
It's called fucking parody, bro. It's called rivalry. And something Azulan does not want to participate in, and Sniper Wolf just felt like she's free to do whatever the fuck she wants. You know, because they're in the same fucking territory. But I don't want this fucking commentary bullshit. Spicing up drama, am I right? Stirring up drama. Alright. I'm just gonna move on to my TikToks. Maybe I haven't watched this whole thing? Not sure. That's all I got.
9 years ago in internet comedy is an eon.
Oh yeah.
17 years ago in internet comedy is the Stone Age, right?
What are you talking about, bro?
Over the years.
Aw, let's acknowledge this because I still don't get it. What's acceptable?
You know, smiled upon and
Yeah.
not so much, but like, I don't know. I don't know. This is eye-opening.
It is truly so meaningful, bro.
Chris shit wouldn't do this whole bit.
It's not because comedy has fucking evolved many times. You just like became more mature. Like for fuck, they're just talking about nudity of like, oh nudity, Yeah, you would be more mature. Congratulations, with more receding hairline though. So pick your fucking poison. Anyways, it's fucking garbage. That's all I'm saying. I haven't actually saved this website yet. TikTok. Right. The only thing I wish is for Sniper's video to blow up a little bit. It's fucking cold in there. I mean, it got 100 views, but it might just fucking die. Well. Or it's just the start. Also, it brought back this thing to life. My most watched video. Perhaps some people are like, oh shit, what? And they went into the rabbit hole, basically. The very beginning. Who is Mr. Beast to you? You'll never grow using other faces. Yeah, but like, look, he's homeless. Look how homeless he is. He needs a thumbnail to survive. Anyways, just jump in.
I'd like to have an argument, please.
Yeah, the old school comedy was fucking awesome, bro. And I don't want Jacksons to grow out of that fucking level.
Yes, it is. It is not. It is. You just contradicted me.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did.
No.
You did just then.
No.
He wanted an argument and not a contradiction, but that's probably an argument now. And
Broke people go down. When you broke, you gotta go down. Go down.
that is so sad, bro. That is such a soap on the floor moment, bro.
I'm willing to bet most people aren't aware of how bad the United States government is fucking the people who lost their home in the Maui fire. See, as a result of the Maui wildfire, 2,207 homes in Lahaina burnt down. And I'm sure that you would imagine there's a lot of reconstruction going on. But you'd be wrong. See, since the Maui wildfire, not a single building permit has been approved.
Basically, government is gatekeeping Maui Island so much that they don't allow anything to take place, as if houses still exist there. You know, not even evidence that the house has burned down is available for like insurance companies. And then they still have to pay mortgages to the bank as if their house still exists. Like, that's fucking mental, bro.
Does anybody else think it's crazy that anytime you bring up that healthcare should be free, people talk about, oh, that'll never work, when like every other industrialized nation on planet Earth has figured out how to provide healthcare for their population?
Well, I probably have an answer, but you just have to look at America as a whole, the most indebted nation to the rest of the world. They go in debt. They eat more food and do more things than they actually deserve or have earned the right to do. America is ahead of everyone else because they're land of little fuckers, basically. But running out of sanity now, and potentially this will be available. Healthcare will be available. It's like America is a scam nation, and everything's supposed to be a scam simply because that's a more social experience if everything's a scam. So, yeah, you have to pay for everything, my friend. And you will still get scammed after paying for it. So might as well not even fucking use healthcare and invent some of your own fucking ailments, basically. I don't give a fuck about healthcare anyways, but like, it's tough. You will get sick, and you have to learn how to heal yourself properly. So, it is something to consider. Am I missing something?
At, like, every single other country. And most of those countries have longer life expectancies than we do.
That is not a criteria, unfortunately. In the scam nation, everyone's a scammer, so everyone's just very naggy, I would imagine. And they have expectations of different kind, not just life expectations.
Think they're the best at everything. You talk to your average American and they'll tell you they're the best at everything. But for some reason, these people who are the best at everything can't figure.
Well, that's because they have to have the highest self-esteem as possible. Doesn't mean that's narcissistic, but kind of.
Figure out how to give decent health care to their population. Just, that's not something that hits the top of the necessary to do things. I mean, you know, in China, they retire at 55 and live longer than people in America. But we're the greatest country.
But we don't get to interact with any Chinese celebrities, my friends. That's the difference. We don't know nobody from Russia, from China. We don't know nobody from those places. That is the difference. That's the whole shebang. So, gaming chairs is a scam. This guy caught up to it. I've seen this idea before. But he gives such a fucking clean video, and he's from my country. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. Should have put pants on, though.
Turn vacant office space in buildings like this into housing for people? Well, I'm going to explain why. Now, if you follow the news, you've known we've had a lot of problems in the commercial world getting tenants. Let me show you how bad it is. So much vacant space, but even though
all of this vacant space exists, we cannot actually house any people. Wah! This would be so competitive, but government doesn't allow us to do any of this stuff. And then you realize how fucking terrible everything is when government just steps in the way. There's definitely something going on. I mean, if America is going into a crisis, you always have to question the government. I don't have to question my government. My government fucking pays me not to question anything at all. Where do I go next and what do I work? I don't have to question that. It's fucking lame, but I'll take it.
all of this is, we are not going to convert it to residential buildings, or we're not going to lower rent for it. And that's because there's two ways that we make money in commercial real estate. And it's not through cash flow or all that stuff that residential guys do. The first is what we would call capitalized value. So our goal with these is not to make them very profitable right now or on a monthly basis, is to increase the capitalized value of the property. Now, to do that, we have to go for the highest paying long-term tenants. So this thing can sit vacant for 2 or 3 years. We don't care, as long as we get the rent up to the level that we are.
Yeah, as long as we can cook a fucking person, you know.
Looking for.
This is some fucking nonsense. This is some fucking devil talking to you, basically. Oh, I will explain why, but it's not my fault that the government fucking created this sort of nonsense. Man, it just kind of fucking infuriates you to some next level, bro. You see, guys, we have entangled you into this ultimate scam, and there's no escape. Fuck yeah, bro. I have to let him explain everything.
Here's the number for you. For every $1,000 I can increase rent on these commercial buildings, I add $250,000 in value to the actual owner of the property. Now, the second reason we can't just go and convert all of this, even if it made sense financially, we still wouldn't convert all of this into residential.
The biggest devils are the ones working for someone else. You must understand. Because the biggest criminals are the ones with guns and bombs and fucking war machines. Those are the biggest criminals. Not the fucking Putin. Putin just pukes out his fucking commands. But people who follow those commands, fuck yeah. And he sounds like a follower of some sorts, who doesn't have ability to be moral because he's doing his job and it's all fine. Everyone just fucking super scams each other. And they have excuses and they have someone to blame.
Property because this is also a tax shelter. And the second...
I wish there was a job to remove these people from their jobs. That would be a pretty fucking good job. I would pay for that.
We switch the use of this property, there is a lot of tax implications. It's different for everyone, but it could cost...
Just physically remove them from ability to do their job, because this one fucking sounds like shit, you know? Sounds like some homeless people just found their new shelter. This is what the purge is about, bro. Holy shit.
Us millions of dollars just by making...
I'm making so much money!
Making this residential property. Whereas if we keep this all as vacant commercial, we can keep writing off taxes against it. So there's a huge tax incentive.
There's so many incentives. Government is so nice to us as long as we keep it vacant and useless. Wow!
This is one of those things where it's not our fault. Blame your government for it. And I guess the last reason is that local governments give a lot of resistance. So we've had some people around the country who've converted places like this into residential buildings because there's a big housing shortage. But I mean, it really is area dependent because local governments can be really brutal when it comes to making any new residential property. I've told you that in other videos. People are very greedy. They don't want new properties coming in and potentially bringing down the value of the existing real estate. So that's the situation here. So, I mean, I appreciate all the suggestions.
That's the situation. Oh my god. Yeah, like vacancy uselessness is a pollution. Is one of the fucking greatest pollutions in the world. Uselessness. Fucking bullshit.
Just in case you need.
Let's not talk about greed. Greed is not pollution. I don't give a fuck. You know, you get punched in your face, and some greed is gonna go away. You know, probably for the rest of your life. But when it comes to pollution, man, we gotta get to that point of finding these people. Who is causing all of this? How to stop it, bro? Have to work as a team. Not just for self-defense. We have to fucking eradicate this shit.
Did any more proof that Rishi Sunak,
Here comes Indian Monkey Boy.
the richest prime minister the UK has ever had, is a despicable human being. He wants to fine homeless people up to £2,500 for sleeping rough. Now, typically, homeless people don't have that sort of...
Already sounds like a fucking horror movie, but that's what's going on. You just put Indian in power, and he's just like, homeless people, I don't like them. Let's fuck them up. That's what is going on in his brain.
Money, do they? And by typically, I mean they don't. So what would happen to them under this law? Well, failure to pay a fine means prison time.
You know, like, this guy is trying to be nice and talking about law and, like, oh, failing to, it's prison time for homeless people, blah, blah, blah. But it's just like, it's just war against homeless people. They're literally just fucking shitting down their throats. But if you declare war against homeless people, let me fucking remind you that one thing that you gotta fucking put in your mind. Homeless people are the most dangerous people in the world. People who you gonna throw in jail eventually and who have nothing better to do but to do crime, they're the most dangerous people in the world because they can be organized as well. They can be talked to and be told, hey, let's do organized crime. Something that will ruin the fucking structure of society and will put people in a very upset mood against the government. I don't think the government will like it, but you know, what can we do? Homeless people are being attacked. And that's the fucking last straw you can fucking cut in human society. I mean, like, we don't like homeless people, but we don't want to hurt them. By any means. By any means, we don't want to fucking hurt the bottomless pit people, bro. Holy shit. The people who are suffering. They don't want more suffering. That's bullshit. But, I mean, you also want to play rough of be like, hey, let's do documentation of this homelessness thing. I mean, that's kind of, that sounds funny to me. That sounds like care. That sounds like more care than less care. So I'm like, yeah, criminalize, but you will still get fucking a taste of kick in your face from a homeless person. Just you wait. Back to back, we get this like purge mentality going on. Whatever you see, like this activates my purge instincts to next level I have never seen before. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about TikTok. It's crazy, bro. Yeah. Let's go, monkey boy. We can do it. We can ruin homelessness forever. So homelessness feels like insanity, bro. Holy shit. Let's catch all of them. They must not get in our way. Homeless people. Pathetic. Deal with other people's suffering. Like, if you can't deal with other people's suffering, you're not a normal, moral human being. You gotta fucking deal with it. You're not being attacked, bro. For fuck's sake. If you can't help someone, then you can't really punish them either. Unfortunately, you can only punish yourself. Helping other people is fairly fucking easy. It's not fucking rocket science. First you help yourself, you build yourself something, you know, you make some friends, scope the area, who's good and who's bad, bro. Blah, blah, blah. But if you don't care, you're just gonna fucking trash everyone. And I just don't believe this guy is fucking real. Like, he's a, like, real UK citizen. No, he's just some imported fucking trash.
So this government is going to put homeless people in prison for the perceived crime of being homeless. Now, you might be thinking, this law sounds really Victorian. That is because it is. This is essentially a second version of the Vagrancy Act of 1824, which criminalised rough sleeping and begging in England and Wales. Something...
So the only question, what happened next? Yeah.
Parliament voted to repeal a few years back, meaning it is no longer a law applicable in this country. However, the government have decided to re-include it in their crime bill, which just shows you how low they can sink. Not that we needed any more proof. Unsurprisingly, this decision could actually backfire on the government, as it's being reported that 40 Tory MPs are planning on voting against this legislation. So, if the government decides to pull this bill from being voted on, then that is the reason, not because they developed a moral conscience. They've proven time and time again they don't have one.
Yeah, please tell me it's on April.
We've heard Tory MPs like Suella Braverman describe people sleeping rough as a lifestyle choice. That is not true. It is a political one by the powers that be that we have homelessness as bad as we do in a country as wealthy as ours. Homelessness serves a political purpose because it keeps people at the bottom of society in their place, which, when you are governed by people like the Conservatives, that is what they want, because we have seen what they do to people who dare try and
all I see is another Indian just showed up on the screen.
challenge them. They try and take away their voice, whether that be through anti-protest laws or anti-strike legislation. If this government doesn't want to see...
This is where I've learned the new next level Indian fucking strategy of infiltrating countries and taking as much power as possible. That is fucking crazy, bro. That is a crazy ass strategy. I'm not sure how long it's gonna work because, like, Russian distraction into destruction, into fucking madness strategy is working to some extent, but once the purge hits, like, we still have to shift focus to a more important matters, at least to me. My life's gonna change significantly. I'm resonating. I'm a fucking strike back against the fucking assholes that put me down and don't give me enough substance to work with to live a life. There's a life out there, you know, and I'm not living it. It's fucking madness.
See homeless people on the streets, then they should start by putting them in accommodation that doesn't start with HMP and giving them the resources to rebuild their lives. It's as simple as that.
No, we need money from homeless people.
Just asked a guy out and it was the worst experience of my life. Oh my god. I saw all these TikToks and they were like, you know what, girls need to make the first move. 86%.
Yes, they do. Obviously, if you make stupid moves, then you're gonna get fucking, you know, rejected. What happened to her is she approached a married man. Oh, oops. Rookie mistake. You know, an older married man that she turned around and was like, oh, there's his wife. It's so uncomfortable. Well, thank you. Thank you for showing. It's not that easy, isn't it now? It's very easy to just sit back and just fucking enjoy people approaching you, but not fucking easy when you have to do the opposite, right? So yeah, you made that guy's day. Nah, you made everyone's day, bro. Fucking nonsense.
This is one of the most insane and silly things I've ever heard in my life. So, do you know these Amazon Fresh stores? They're these physical stores that Amazon...
Before we move on, like, this is a deep topic of women not knowing what to do at this point. But, I don't know, she's fucking muddying the waters. She was one of those 14% who were not successful. You'll be successful. You have the power. You know, you have the fucking shotgun submarine fucking nuclear missile strike fucking launch system. Men just can only get fucking slapped into the face into another star system. You know, we just have to suck it up and be the bouncing balls of just misery and misfortune of women's rejection at this point. It seems fucking ridiculous, right? Like, men's supposed to be unbeatable creatures, but when it comes to just like following the law, we can't just fucking do that without, you know, being nice to each other, and women chose not to be nice to most people. So what the fuck, right? There's no actual rules in relationships. The only fucking rule is, fuck, hey, try what we have tried for so many fucking years. Try our fucking strategy of approaching you, because that would be fucking amazing if you tried it. And let's see how successful you are. Of course you're very successful. There's some women who are not successful in relationships at all, who are kind of slacking back, and they can just use this, and they will be incredibly successful. I can't do it. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start, bro. I have no starting point. I'm not gonna fucking just do random things until something fucking works. I'm not just gonna approach random people and say random things. That's not me. I like strategy. I like being perfectionist. I want things to fucking work. You know, random means that it might not work. Everything might fall apart, and I'll be even more frustrated in the end, and I will fucking rant over and over and over again, fucking video after video, like 10 fucking videos about one encounter I had with some fucking girl that I don't like anymore, that had no chance with me, and it's so fucking frustrating. I don't know where to start, so try it. You try it. Would be fucking fascinating if you found something in the man's world, in the opposite direction. You know, I want to see the opposite direction from your perspective. But yeah, the most fair thing to do is, if I keep on failing, you have to try what I'm fucking trying. You have to feel what I feel. You know, just the most natural thing that people want to fucking exchange. And it will happen, you know. Everything goes up and down. Women had their fair share of freedom and doing whatever they want, because the internet is just propping them up as much as possible. You got raised to a certain level that you were able to raise yourself as a woman, and now you look like a fucking clown. Congratulations. Now you're not so fucking interesting anymore. You saying this thing, and I'm like, shit. Next. You know?
This is one of the most insane and silly things I've ever heard in my life. So,
now I'll be rejecting women. I'm prepared. I have anti-nuclear missile fucking system. I have all these defenses that women like doing, but they don't like following rules. So we'll see where I end up. Because the more women I reject, the higher the fucking demand for me is. You know, because I'm untouchable. Someone has to figure out who I am. What am I made of? Why am I so fucking loud? At 12 p.m. at night. What's going on?
do you know these Amazon Fresh stores? They're these physical stores that Amazon built. Physical stores where you could go in, and the whole gimmick was that you could just walk out, right? You put stuff in your basket or in your hands or whatever. You walk up to these bags.
So that was apparently a test dummy situation where 1,000 Indians are working in the background and looking through cameras and observing what you're picking up, and it's like, whoa, another call center? Fuck. It's not AI, apparently, but it's hard to believe, like, AI is possible, but I guess it failed, and now, whatever.
Barriers, you scan your phone, and somehow, using magic Amazon technology, they just know exactly what you have. You don't have to scan any of this. We're walking, we know exactly how they do it this week, and it's absolutely nuts. According to this article, though it seemed completely automated, Just Walk Out relied on more than 1,000 people in India watching and labeling video.
Oh, oops.
Squatters' rights in the US are getting wildly out of hand. Just 2 doors down from LeBron James's house in Beverly Hills, squatters illegally took over a $4.3 million home, throwing numerous out-of-control parties with a $75 entry fee, and they even listed the home on Booking.com.
Fucking house rape, I've never seen that before. But only in America.
And what's crazy is that despite the homeowners and property agents telling police no rental agreements exist, it took months of expensive legal action to finally evict these squatters just days ago. And this problem only seems to be getting worse. This couple bought a home in New York so their son, who has Down syndrome, could be next to their family members. But when they tried to enter with an insurance inspector, they discovered that a man was living in their home and refused to leave. And despite having no lease, paying no rent,
It's definitely a video game now, if you can just live with it wherever you want.
he called the cops on them. He's even been listing the home online for $50 a night. And all while they go through the lengthy and expensive process to evict him in court, they're still having to pay all of his bills, including thousands of dollars in utilities. And similar cases to this are happening across the country. This woman was arrested by police after she changed the locks on her own home to keep a group of alleged squatters out. A married couple in Queens arrived to their investment home, only to find out that the locks on the doors had been changed. When police arrived and asked the 2 men inside to provide a lease, they said they couldn't, but now they've hired an attorney to sue the home.
So we have rands that are fucking out of control, and then someone can just live in your home, though. Oops. And get a rent free. But it's invasion. It's like all kinds of fucking bullshit is going down. Yeah, Ukraine was very expensive, and India is very invasive. Let's fucking go. We have combined those evils together. But they are manifesting into like some really nasty shit. Oh my god. Man, maybe it's good that Mr. B's gonna beat T-Series. Maybe I don't like Indians no more. Maybe it's not tier series anymore. Maybe I'll disown the damn thing.
Being run as an illegal secret strip club and had to be cleared out by an entire FBI SWAT team. There were internet forums
Yeah, infestation.
Interesting.
Easy solution? Sounds like a gun, to be honest. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's true, because whoever doesn't have voice, and if they're entering your property and you just label them as a fucking thief, and that's it, bro. And they don't fucking invade your home and take your property hostage, which cost a lot of money, so fuck it. Headshot. I don't know.
They're drafting people in Russia. They're fucking drafting. It's called partial drafting.
More drafting. Again, Russia is just desperately, for some reason, just wants this war to keep on going. Just fueling the fire as much as possible. It's hard to understand why. Oh, wait. It's hard to understand for a reason, because it's just ran by fucking one dude. You know. He doesn't get to be replaced to refresh a mindset of like what Russia wants to do more than just like this one guy who sets up rules, doesn't get to be challenged and all that shit, but you know, he's weak Obviously, because he's just one guy, of course, he is, and his army and his followers are fucking weak and pathetic, basically. They can be savages, they can fucking post on TikTok and pretend that, like, oh my god, hide your kids, hide your wife, Americans. We're gonna definitely claim some fucking destruction if war against NATO breaks down. By the way, like, is Ukraine inching even closer to NATO and is gonna be, like, fully protected, and Putin is gonna poop his pants when that happens? Because I'll tell you something, Putin doesn't want a fucking war with NATO, because he probably just gonna get wiped off completely. Everything wiped off, whatever he controls. Like, I don't know if he has that much fucking defense systems to fight against fucking tornado of missiles, bro, bombing him down. He can barely fucking defend himself against drones. Holy shit, bro. It's still a miracle that Putin is, like, living, breathing, and talking to Tuckers. And, like, what? But it's just as big of a miracle I am living and breathing in. Life fucking sucks in a way, but it's also a miracle. And I'm like, wow. I guess it's not actually a miracle that I'm living and breathing, because I'm living and breathing alone. All by myself, with my own efforts intact. If but Putin comes for UK, I'm letting him have it. Ain't no way I'm dying for the country that doesn't want to offer affordable housing. I mean, he's there, he's knocking on your door. He's creating inflation and all these parasitical fucking ideologies. Again, the war has nothing to do with nothing, bro. It's just something Russia is able to afford, and the rest of the world gets to tremble, you know, of like what is possible. You can just throw people in a fire. Fear me, mortals. You can do nothing. It's drafting time. You will lose your husband now. There's nothing you can do. So, it's a very weird flex that shakes the rest of the world. Everyone's like, what? You're doing that? You're courageous enough to do that? Holy shit. And that's it. And then this courage translates into inflation, into infestation, and just overall mistreatment of human beings that it's very hard to resist. You actually have to be social about it. You have to be helpful to other human beings and not just be claustrophobic or surrounded by four walls all the time. So I'm just kind of like waiting out. But if the purge happens and people need my help, it's a completely different topic to talk about. You know, trying to stop the anarchists and trying to shine a light on the goods of knowledgeable people who use knowledge for good things, not just to build weapons and, you know, loot stores whenever possible.
Mojang gotta be the biggest fucking troll. I mean, look at this. They added a grappling hook as an April Fool's joke, dude. A potato grappling hook. Look at this. Get serious?
And a special place to use it in.
This dude, it's called the lashing potato, and they added like potato armor and shit like that. Mojang, how?
Yeah, you can do so many cool things if you just let yourself loose a little bit. But that's what it is. That's what the fucking big company called, not Mojang, Microsoft, my friend. It's no longer Mojang. Forget about that fucking part. It doesn't contain Notch anymore. But yeah, if you want to have fun as a game developer, that's what you do. Like, you're creating entertainment anyways, so fucking go ham, do some cool shit. Do things that Minecraft never experienced before. That's it, like, that's the whole point of game development. And this is why I can't fucking play Minecraft, because it doesn't look like that. Now I'm like, shit, you're right, it is cool.
Can somebody explain to me in crayon-eating terms why I make over 3 times the federal minimum wage and I cannot...
That is nice, by the way. Nice introduction, because as a leader, I want to hear it. I want to hear the idea of, like, please explain to me. Because usually, 90% of the time, I can't explain something.
Afford to live. And I do not want to hear the pull yourself up from your bootstraps, work 90 hours a week. That's not the goal, guys. That's not. That should not be our...
First of all, if something is happening that is crushing you, that means you have to run. Unfortunately, that's where you run. And the dude that was like savage, yeah, a Russian, saying like you have to run from America or something, but because war. No, not because war, because inflation, because human corruption is, human hearts are just fucking, you know, getting corrupted. And they don't no longer care about you as a person, as an individual. They care about you as a nation, but not as an individual. They care about prosperity and money making, and as long as like there's enough people to go around, sure, society, whatever. But you as an individual, you have to suffer for it. You know, you come too close to the fire, well, it's time to fucking get burned, bro. So, yeah. As the savage dude said, it's kind of fucking true. You gotta run from this Russian mindset. That, well, that's just how it is. That's what people can do. Like, what are you gonna do about it?
Standard! I am so fucking tired of people being complacent with this uniparty.
That's the problem, right? Complacency. Not being able to actually unite. Actually make impenetrable community that can help each other, that can harvest any social values possible, because that will make you fireproof. That'll make you inflation proof, because you can like resist and find ways to survive together. Survival guide, super important to learn.
Both of them fucking us over. When my parents were my age, they both made less than half of what I make, and they lived alone. I cannot afford to live anywhere alone. A 1-bedroom apartment, $1,800. 2-bedroom apartment, $20.
But they lived alone in complete darkness, while we live not alone in a lot of surveillance, bro. We don't live alone. We live in social media. You know, there's real estates on the internet now that we're trying to run away into. Hopefully it works one day, and it's barely working right now. I'm trying to keep it together by just reacting to TikToks. Apparently that's fucking very productive.
$200. Who the fuck can afford that? It is embarrassing.
The owner can afford that. The owner can afford asking you for that much money. That's the whole point. If you fucking punch them in the face and threaten them with violence, they won't be able to fucking afford it. But, you know, it's a tough one. It's tough to reach the fuckers, basically. Pull them down to the ground. And ask a few questions of like, is it really a business to rent out properties to people? Is that a fucking big business? Because last time I checked, business is a, you know, definition where you're like producing a product. This is more of a human exploitation type of slavery type of moment where like, oh, here's some 4 walls. Welcome to slavery if you want to have those 4 walls. Wow, it's the most fucking luxurious thing I've ever seen, 4 walls. Oh, I'm gonna go to prison and I'll have 4 walls and some friends. That's way better, bro, than fucking 4 walls. And nah, I want social media. I want SSniperwolf, though. I don't know. It's a tough choice.
To come out and say that it is a struggle to survive right now, but I know so many people are struggling. And do not get me started on what my grandparents were doing. They $3,000 house. And yes, I understand inflation and all of the bullshit that they have been pulling with the Fed. Why are we allowing it? Why? And then I clock out of my shift. I am tired. I have to go home. And I check the news. another 60 fucking billion to a country nobody can point out on a map. What are we doing? Where has the plot gone? We have lost it, folks. We have fucking lost it. The American dream is dead. It is over. Gone and forgotten.
As long as you can actually exploit other people, someone's gonna have enough courage to do it. That's the whole point. The most important thing is to run away any way you can from these exploitative fucking cooking grounds. Because you're in the cooking pot when you allow yourself to just submit to rent. And this is just one topic. We're just talking about one topic. Unfortunately, we're stuck in this one topic, which is, But hopefully we're gonna find a solution and pour down some fucking waterfall of attention to how we can actually break it down. Because technically it's a needle forward and not backwards that squatters are taking property away from the owners. We're kind of like trading people to purge already. You can already see the purge of squatting in general. So you have to keep your eyes peeled because the purge is fucking leveling up every single fucking week now. Every week. See you guys next time. Don't squat in my house though. Get the fuck out of here.